Hello, I'm Jeremiah. I'm going to be making a nice beef nacho dip. Get a couple pounds of ground beef. I like to season up the beef before. There's nothing wrong with using like a little store-bought seasoning. If you don't have that, you can always go with like an enchilada sauce, make it spicy, salt, pepper, that kind of thing to the flavor. Main thing is when you want to cut an onion, you want to not cut the root off. It's very easy. Slice the top. Then you take the onion, flat side down, right through the half, just like that. Once you cut the onion in half, you go ahead and peel off the nasty bit of skin. And the whole point of keeping that root intact is it helps out with the dicing part. So what you want to do, the root away from you, is you come down with your knife. You want to come in a little bit closer, you can see what I'm doing.
Okay.
Alright, what you're going to do is you're going to make little slices, not going all the way through the onion, and then, like I said, the root's keeping everything intact. Come back at it, and a nice little dice. So I'm going to use a couple. This is a bulb of garlic, and what I want to do is get a couple cloves off of it. You just get your bulb of garlic, just kind of push down on it. Sometimes you make a little mess, and garlic goes everywhere. To go ahead and cut up the actual garlic itself, what you want to do, and some people have a different methods of doing it. You can cut the kind of rough end off, and you can just kind of peel the skin away just like that. You can take your knife, lay it down, get that nice little crunch, and the skin just peels right off. Alright, now what you want to do with the garlic, once you got it all peeled and trimmed off, let me get that little bit of rough edge, is you can put them side by side like this, or any way you want. What I like to do with it sometimes is just kind of like finely mince it and do like kind of a rock chop. You can get right in there. Also like some fresh green pepper. I think I'm going to use about half of this one as far as the cooking with the beef. So let me go ahead and slice it up. And you can hear the pan's getting hot over there. That'll be for later. Alright, now what I want to do is I'm going to come back over here. Pan's nice and hot. I'll move my beef over here. And what I'm going to do is get a good handful of the onion. And don't be shy about it. The garlic, throw that in there. Soften the onions and the garlic. I'm not trying to brown them up or caramelize them or anything like that. And my green bell in there. Some sliced portobello mushrooms, just toss those in there. What I'm going to do is put you in there. Put just a wee bit more oil. And a little bit of salt kind of helps bring out the natural juices in the veg here. Fresh pepper. Alright, so we want those to sweat down. So I got this nice queso fresco, which is kind of like a hard crumbly cheese. And I'm not sure, I'm not going to even try to pronounce it. But basically what this is kind of like a cream that you can add to reduce the cheese down. But it's got heavy cream, cream cheese, and sour cream. So, slice it on open. And pour the nice beautiful cream in there. Turn this down a little bit lower heat. These are starting to get a nice little bit of color to them. It's all going to go from here into there when we're good and ready. So we just want that all to kind of go in there. Like I said, I got down to medium heat from the high heat that I had for the initial sauteing of the veg. Now we can go ahead and put you on a low if you just want to break it up. Nice big chunks. So we'll just leave you right there. Get that good stir. A little bit of milk. If you don't have fresh chilies, that's not a problem. You can always get some dried ones. But all we want is just the flavor. It's sweet. It's got a little bit of heat to it, and it'll go in nicely with the chili sauce. So with that, finally chop them up. Just dump them right in there. Water, but it's not a big deal. Just a half a cup or so. Give it a nice turn. Give this a little bit of a stir. Like I said, we don't want to scald it because being a dairy product, if you have it on high heat, it'll scald it and you get this nasty crust on the bottom of the pan, which it's not good at all. Okay, so while this is still cooking, it's about 5 minutes out. The cheese is starting to warm up a little bit, and we want it to, like I said, we're not trying to scald it. Plus, the heat from the beef will melt everything down. Be fantastic. I got this really great, it's almost like a spicy enchilada sauce from a local Mexican restaurant. It's fantastic. So what I'm going to do is to give it a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of heat as well. A little goes a long way. Fantastic. Go ahead and fold that in there. This taco nacho salad thing, or dip, you know, you could just put it in a bowl and just take your chips and dip it right in there. But I'm going to plate it up for you, make it look nice, so if you got a date or something over, you can really impress the crap out of him or her. So what I want to do is that rest of that green bell that I was working on earlier, put it up nice thin strips. And really easy, you just try to get the whole lot, turn it. So we do a little rock chopping here. Alright. So we want to take all this, get it out of the way. Roma tomatoes, I use them for just about everything. Cut the butts off. Tear out the pulp. Get the knife, kind of follow the inside of the skin. Almost like filleting it, really. Let's get these nice little... What I'm doing now is I got these nice little sweet little peppers here. I'm not going to finely slice them as I did the tomatoes, but I want to get these little chewy bits out of the center. So what I did is I cut them in half, and now I'm basically just in quarters. It's also good. These are nice. If you don't want to go super hot and spicy, like I said, we already put some of the dried chili into the cheese dip itself, or the sauce. And you can always make it hotter. I find it when you're making for a lot of people to start off, you know, season it good, not over salted, not make it too hot, because you can never take that, you know, you really can't take it back. Cut them up nice. I'm going to get a nice ladle like so. Just kind of slowly let some of that drain off. Not necessarily worried about getting every last drop of the meat out of there, but look at that. We didn't have to drain it or anything like that, and we're throwing all this, you know, fatty goodness away. Pretty much all the hard stuff is done. So we just want to get in there, stir it around. We'll go ahead and turn up the heat just a little bit. Like I said, the beef's already in there. We're not going to scald anything. Just be, you know, cognizant. A little bit of heat, constant movement will help break that down. So basically, it's just waiting game. Just wait for that to soften up, and then we'll be plating it. What's really nice is when you go ahead and plate something, it just puts a little extra love and care into what you're doing. You get hands-on with it. Nice bag of chips, and just kind of get a nice plate. And it doesn't really have to be super fancy or anything like that. So, take that nice big dollop. Lime, what you want to get is a little bit of zest. Okay, so it's already cleaned, and you just want to get just a bit of that skin on there. Cut it. Keep your hand underneath in case you have one that has seeds, and just kind of drizzle a little bit on there. Look at that lime juice. Nothing wrong with that. Grab some of these nice diced up green peppers. Sprinkle it on. Get some of these nice little shreds of the pepperoncinis. A little bit of the sliced colored peppers, your tomato. Just kind of stack it up a little bit. Nothing really crazy. A couple more green peppers on top. A little bit of pepper. Just a tiny bit of salt. Nothing too fancy. And if you're like me, dig a bit of sour cream. Who cares about the cat? Don't mind just a little dab on the side there. Good look. And that is your nachos. So, thanks for watching, and we'll come back and do another video sometime soon.